Forced tithing, spending all your time at church, leaders who attempt to control you, these are indications that you could be in a cult. Many churches are designed to take your time and your money in exchange for empty promises that you will never, ever see. Is your church a grift? Let's find out. Hi, I'm Garth Oxner, former worship leader and your host of Faith Challenged. The church is a grift, or at least some churches are. This is a phrase that I never thought would come out of my mouth, but yes, I'm saying this because it is true. When I began working on this video, my working title was Religion is a Grift. As I researched this topic, I softened my stance just a bit. I did this for a variety of reasons that we will cover in this video. I still believe that all religion is a grift. However, I do concede that many people need religion in order to get through life. For some, religion gives them purpose, comfort, and a peace of mind. Without religion, they would have no reason to get up each morning. Just a reminder, I do these videos each week not to get you to believe what I now believe, but to encourage you to critically think about what you believe. Is it true? Does it make sense? Does it make you a better person? And does it make your society a better place? For me, I don't believe that God exists. In my case, Christianity didn't make sense. I don't believe that Christianity made me a better person, and I don't believe that Christianity makes society or the world a better place. In fact, looking at the United States, it is easy to argue that Christianity is making things worse. I say this because much of what is transpiring south of the border is due to the Christian agenda. I would go so far as to suggest that if it were not for the hard-right Christians, Donald Trump and his hateful rhetoric would have been silenced already. Today we are discussing the possibility of religion being a grift. As I have only experienced Christianity firsthand, Christianity will be my point of reference. That said, I can say with all certainty that just as there is zero evidence to suggest that Christianity is true, I would assert the same for all religions. Ensuring that we are all on the same page, the definition of grift, according to ChatGPT, is that a grift is a type of scam, swindle, or dishonest scheme meant to take money or valuables from someone through deception. Deception is a great place to start. Christianity is a lie. There is evidence to suggest that Jesus Christ may have existed. There is no evidence to suggest anything further. He is not the Son of God. He did not rise from the dead, and he did not ascend to heaven. The probability is good that Jesus is not coming back. From a young age in Sunday school, we are taught to have faith. If we were lacking in faith, we would not believe in God or in Jesus, and we would spend eternity in hell. On the other hand, if we believe in Jesus through faith, we would be blessed in this life and we would spend eternity in heaven with God. As none of this is true, faith was and is required to believe in God and to believe in Jesus Christ. This certainly makes sense to me now. But when evidence is lacking, faith must make up the difference. Religion is made up. Do you remember as a kid sitting in a circle, you were given a sentence to pass on to the next person? The last person to receive the sentence received a totally different sentence with a totally different meaning. I am going to be charitable and suggest that Christianity came about in a similar fashion. I am hoping, at least, that good people with good intentions wrote the Bible and not people with personal agendas. I want to believe that people with good intentions wrote the Bible, but this is difficult for me to swallow. Everyone has agendas, and today we continually see Scripture used to further these agendas and to further the morals espoused by specific belief systems. This is happening right now in the United States. If people have different values than Christians, they are not welcome in the United States. In fact, they are being deported, and it is not a stretch to see how they are using immigration status as a reason for deportation. This is Christianity taken to the extreme. In this discussion, however, I want to keep our focus on the church itself and not get bogged down in politics. You know that your church is a grift when your church believes that it is the one true church. If someone believes something different, they are wrong and they are going to hell. This is dangerous. If someone leaves your church and they are shunned, you are in a cult, and your church is not helpful to anyone. In fact, these types of churches are harmful, and many people will eventually need professional counseling to deal with the damage caused by your church. The word grift and the word scam can be used interchangeably. Your church is a scam if the leadership continually manipulates its people. Manipulation that may take on several forms. If you are barely able to pay your bills, yet the church demands that you give at least 10% to the church, you are in a cult. When the leaders of the church tell you who to vote for, this is a red flag. Your vote is your business and your business alone. This is especially true when you are being instructed to vote for someone who goes against your core value. Does your church believe that it has all the answers? If so, pay attention, as this is a deception. No one has all the answers. Even when I was a Christian and I began to realize that I didn't know everything, for me, this was liberating. If you are in a high-demand religion, the chances are good that you are in a cult and that you are being sold promises that are not real. I am not telling you what to believe. I am suggesting that if you believe, believe with your eyes wide open. If you found this video helpful, please like and share it with your friends. I would appreciate that. I would also appreciate if you subscribe to Faith Challenged. That definitely helps the algorithm. Until next time, I'm Garth Oxner, your host of Faith Challenged, reminding you to always challenge everything.